For this video, masosolve tayo ng sample problem surveying. Particularly, yung topic natin is on pacing. Basahin na natin yung sample problem natin. A student calibrates his pace by walking a 50-meter distance 3 times. The recorded trials are tabulated below. So, we have trial 1, 2, and 3. And then, meron tayong given na number of paces per trial. We have 64, 66, and 65. The student then walks an unknown distance and counts 156 paces. Estimate the unknown distance. So, pinapahanap sa atin is yung unknown distance na na-cover lang ng 156 paces. So, let du is equivalent to the unknown distance. And kailangan din natin dito is yung PF or yung pace factor. So, para makuha natin si du or yung unknown distance, ang kailangan lang natin na equation dito is that du is equivalent to pace factor, yung pace factor na student, times the number of paces na na-count para i-measure yung unknown na distance. So, kailangan lang natin yung PF kasi ito yung unknown kasi meron na tayong given na number of paces na 156. So, paano ba natin makuha si pace factor? Gagamitin natin yung number of paces na na-take for 3 trials in walking 50-meter distance. So, yung formula for PF or pace factor is just kasi yung unit natin is just meter per pace. So, we have meter per pace. Kailangan lang natin i-divide yung measured na distance in meters tsaka yung number of paces na it took to walk a specified na distance. So, in this case, 50 meters yung distance natin. So, for trial 1, so we have PF1 is just equivalent to we have 50 meters divided by 64 paces. Kasi yan yung na-take for trial 1. And then we have PF2. We have 50 meters pa din kasi constant yung line na nilakad. And then we have 66 paces. And then for PF3, we have 50 meters divided by 65 paces. So, kailangan lang natin isolve isa-isa. Yung PF1, PF2, and then we have PF3. So, dito tayo sa calculator natin. For PF1, that's 50 divided by 64. That's 0.7815. 0.78125. And then we have 50 divided by 66. That's 0.75. Paulit-ulit. 75. And then we have kasi add number yung 7 tapos kasunod niya is 5. So, magiging ano siya 8. Yan. So, meron tayong mga rules on rounding of numbers. No? Kapag even, so mariretain siya. But since yung kasunod nung, kasi magiging ganito yun. No? 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. Tapos, 7 add number. Tapos, kasunod niya is 5. So, magiging 8 siya. Kasi add number, magiging even. Pero pag 8 yan, 85 kunwari. So, mariretain lang yung number na 8. Pag even. Yun yung rules of rounding rounding of numbers sa book ni Laput. So, yun. 75, 75, 8. Limang numbers lang tayo na decimal places. And then you have the last one, 50. 50 divided by 65. That's 0.76923. Yan. Tapos para makuha natin si paano ba to? Lipat. Para makuha natin si PF, i-average lang natin si PF1, 2, and 3. So we have PF is just equivalent to 1/3 Kasi average lang. PF1 plus PF2 plus PF3. So, dito na tayo sa calculator lang. Diretsahin lang natin. We have 0.78 125 plus 0.75758 plus 76923. That's equivalent to, mali. That's 0.78125, may decimal dapat na, plus 0.75758 plus 0.7692 and 3. That's 2.3806 divided by 3. So we have 0.76935. So PF, or yung phase factor niya, is just 0.76935. So ito na yung phase factor. Tapos, para mahanap natin yung unknown na distance du, susundin lang natin yung equation na yan. So we have du is just equivalent to PF times paces, yung na-cover, or yung number of paces para ma-cover yung unknown distance. So we have 0.769 3 and 5 times 156, kasi ito yung number of paces na na-cover. So ang magiging unit natin dyan, dito natin isulat sa gilid. So we have meter per pace, yan, times paces. Yan, so magkakancel yung pace. So matitira na lang is yung meter na unit. Dito tayo ulit sa calculator natin. So we have 0.76935. Multiply na lang natin agad. 156. That's around 120 meters. So we have du is equivalent to 120 meters. Ito yung unknown distance. Ito lang yung pinapanap sa atin. Pero dapat kunin natin yung PF niya. So ang unit nito is meter per pace. Yan, ito yung ginamit natin dito. Okay, so madali lang yung pace factor, no? Pero yun nga lang, yung limitation nito, hindi siya masyadong nakagamit for accurate na measurement. Pero pang ano lang talaga siya, rough estimate. And then dapat meron siya mga requirements. Dapat level yung ground, hindi siya nakaslope, hindi pa baba, hindi pa paakyat or paahon. Dapat level lang yung ground. And then yun yung mga basic na requirements para ma-apply lang yung pacing. Kasi pang ano lang talaga siya, rough estimate or preliminary estimate ng distance. Okay? So, thank you na yun para sa sample problem na to. And thank you again for watching. As you sa mga next na mga sample problems natin.